Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It has been a week since I uploaded another video since last week, which is kind of sad. I've been doing college, so I haven't had the time to record anything, and I've been like helping out with my grandparents, and my parents went away for a little bit of a trip, but I can't get into the details of that. It's because it's sad and I feel bad. I really do. But, even over, and Grit, my dog, is trying to ask me to come back inside. Even though I have been away for a week, I managed to get 8 subscribers in that amount of time. And we have hit 50. And I am so happy. I am so happy we hit 50. I didn't think that was going to be possible since I didn't post anything over a week, but everyone kept subscribing anyway. So thank you so much. I am so happy. Oh my gosh. I was going to, I hate to admit it, but I was monologuing in the shower, okay, about like how I would go about this. And I'm thinking to myself, how do I tell the audience that like they should subscribe so I can become bigger? Pause. But how do I become bigger and get them to just subscribe? Now here's the thing. I would really like if everyone just kept watching my videos, alright? Anybody would. But could you like just subscribe? I'm not telling you, specifically you, to watch everything. But if you just subscribe, it boosts me up. It's like a rating boost, okay? The more subscribers someone has, obviously the more likely they're gonna be watched. Like even people that don't watch gaming videos or stuff like that have watched PewDiePie before because people are like, oh PewDiePie, because he has like 100 million subs, or oh Mr. Beast, yada yada, T-Series, I'm starting to hate some of them, Mr. Beast and T-Series. Oh, not so much Mr. Beast is complicated. PewDiePie is God. But you get the point. I'm putting effort into this stuff, so it would be a little helpful if you like just subscribe. Don't like it. You don't have to like this video. I prefer you did. But if you just subscribe, that's all I'm asking. But let's get right into this after I go let my dog back inside so he doesn't create a fuss when I make this.
Soon after.
Ah! I'm back! Oh. Okay, let's get right into this.
A lot of news about Avengers Doomsday recently. On everybody, welcome to the Cosmic Wonder. We've been getting a lot of news about Avengers Doomsday recently. A lot of it from Marvel Studios, some from insiders, but in the midst of all of this, since we're getting...
I forgot to say what this video is. My bad! Okay, so this is your fault. This is his fault. Oh, shoot. What am I touching? Okay. Can you see him? What did I hit? Alright, I think we're still good. We're still recording. Good. This is him. This is the one that was making a big scene out of everything. His name is Jackson. Jackson, say hi. No? Okay. But today's video is Avengers KANG Dynasty. Is my face? Can you see? You can see the chair, right? Should I put it up more? Let's put it up just a slight bit more. There. That's good. You see my face. Face is like this. I'll lean over here. I'm good. Alright. Today's video is Avengers KANG Dynasty Original Story Revealed. Now, I saw a video on Cosmic Wonder's channel a little while ago. So stupid. A little while ago, and it was like, I don't know if it was supposed to be. Are you eating my finger? I don't know if it was supposed to be revealed or something. Like if it was a real script. No one knows if it was a real script or not, but I can't wait to find out what the original story is. So Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. Just mostly subscribe. Please leave a like. If you find my personality somewhat interesting. And I will try to keep making videos despite my college life. Because believe me, once I get a job, oh boy, you're gonna be missing out some content here. I might not as well exist. But let's get right into this. I wasted enough time.
Getting so many announcements, people are asking what could have been for the Kang Dynasty. If Marvel Studios didn't move away from Kang, if Jonathan Majors was here, or even if they simply recast him, what could we have gotten from that movie? What would it have been like? Who would have appeared in that movie, and would it have been as big as Doomsday? Well, today, it looks like we have some of those answers. And one of the very interesting parts is that if nothing went wrong and we were still going to be getting the Kang Dynasty, it looks like we still were going to get Dr. Doom. It doesn't sound like he would have been too involved with Avengers KANG Dynasty, but they were going to set him up to become the Mutant Saga's big bad, which I think would have been great because then we would have had a lot of time to build up Doom, to introduce him, to go through his backstory, Latveria, his mother, his father, him meeting Reed Richards, becoming his roommate, the explosion that scars his face. I still do think we're going to get another Doom after Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom, but we'll get to that at the end.
We should.
Let's go ahead and dive into the plot details of what could have been for Avengers the KANG Dynasty. And if you were here when I covered the big plot leak, it sounds like that was pretty much mostly true. Now, these details about the KANG Dynasty script are coming from Alex Perez of the Cosmic Circus, a reliable insider, and he says, in KANG Dynasty, separate Avengers teams set out to battle Immortus, Centurion, and Ramatut, the three Kang variants teased at the end of Quantumania. However, the Conqueror variant was going to return from the Beyond in the third act to take his revenge against the doppelgangers and become He Who Remains, which does make sense because in Loki Season 1 and Loki Season 2, we learned that He Who Remains at that time was the only Kang variant left, at the time of Loki Season 1 that is, and he's the only one left.
Oh, come on! Oh shoot, I did not mean to click that.
Mr. President,
No.
put this on.
Shut up. I'm so sorry.
We learned because he won the multiversal war. So Alex Perez says it's unclear what would have happened from there, but heading into Avengers Secret Wars, with history repeating itself and the multiverse once again destroyed, we've heard surviving heroes from several different realities were set to battle the Beyonder in the Void. So since KANG Dynasty was announced, we had been hearing from multiple different insiders, not just one or two, but multiple different insiders that ultimately we would be getting a Kang the Conqueror / Beyonder variant. They would kind of be one and the same, which makes sense considering the role that the Beyonder / the Beyonders play in both versions of Secret Wars from the comics. They're big parts of both stories. Also, I still think the Void is going to play a major role in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars as well, because I believe that it will most likely be Battleworld. The very first time I saw Deadpool and Wolverine, and Cassandra Nova explained that she wanted to wipe out the entire multiverse, wipe out every single universe until there's nothing left but the Void, I instantly thought,
this crap
well, that's
photo?
what's going to happen, and the Void is simply going to be Battleworld, because the Void is where the remnants of destroyed universes go, and that is essentially what Battleworld is. It's a collection of a bunch of different universes that have died. So I still think they're going to keep that part about the Void in Avengers Doomsday / Secret Wars because it just makes sense. In fact, some heroes might even intentionally prune themselves or use Loki to get to the Void to survive the multiverse being destroyed. But continuing with KANG Dynasty plot details, Alex Perez says, it's said that Dr. Doom was never...
It doesn't have to be pruning. Because in Deadpool and Wolverine, they used the sling ring to escape. Does that mean Doctor Strange and Wong and all of them could just easily go in and out of the Void? Kick my camera. Something to think about. Like, what's the point of bringing in America Chavez if the sorcerers themselves could easily just go to the Void? Like, it's like they introduced a powerhouse like America Chavez, and then what do you know? You didn't need her.
Part of Marvel Studios' original plans for the two-part Multiverse Saga finale. Instead, he and others were to be revealed as being among those removed from the timeline by Kang to ensure they could thrive.
Don't get me wrong. I love all Marvel characters, no matter what wokiness or stuff like that. I like Marvel so much. Of course, I'm not like naive, but like, what do I get? Like shyness when I'm eating. Probably shouldn't eat. I just prefer to go into everything optimistically and not hate everything, because why should I? I accidentally kicked at myself. I see no reason to just go into everything hating. Like, I saw tier lists, I saw reactions. Like, you don't have to, like, just outright say you hate something. I mean, obviously, if you're going to be sticking with the MCU, going through everything, you have to like it, you hypocrite. So, no, I like everything. I like the characters. So, don't get me wrong if I said something in a goofing way. It's just me goofing.
However, once those variants had been defeated, Doom was teased as the evil they were trying to keep at bay with their actions. So the end of the Multiverse Saga would essentially have been the Avengers defeating the Council of Kangs, but revealing that Doom was an evil that even Kang wanted to keep away. Then that would have set up Doctor Doom to be the big bad of the next saga, which honestly, that would have been really cool. It would have been cool to see all of the variants of He Who Remains / Kang fight each other and the Avengers, and then at the end of it all, at the end of this huge multiversal war and the end of the multiverse, all this huge stuff happening, at the end of that all, they revealed there's somebody that even Kang the Conqueror feared. He feared him so much that he kept him out of his universe entirely. That would have been a pretty cool setup for Doom, but from what we've heard, that part about Doom being kept away from the sacred timeline is actually still going to come into play in Avengers Doomsday. I'll get into that in just a bit, but the last thing that Alex Perez says is that now you're getting the aftermath of what would have basically been the next saga, but with Doom at the forefront instead of Kang, mixed in with a couple of ideas from previous scripts. So had things played out differently, Doom was set to be the Mutant Saga's big bad, and likely had a lot more screen time before debuting. It's always interesting to think about what might have been, but it's doubtful that Loveness and Waldron were the right people to pull this ambitious story off. Those were the previous writers assigned to these movies. The last thing it says is, while Loki did a great job of setting the stage for Kang, many regular moviegoers don't watch the MCU TV shows, so relying on the Ant-Man prequel to get people interested enough in seeing all these Kang variants go to war, well, that was going to be a big ask. Now, I still think they should address the post-credit scene for Quantumania, because for the people who aren't online every day watching YouTube videos, they're not involved in this stuff every week, they're going to be confused with what they set up in Quantumania's post-credit scene if it just stops and nothing.
And that goes for the TV shows too. I don't care what anyone says. Continuity is continuity. I like continuity. If they make something, they got to stick by it. They can retcon a little, like they should retcon however long Rhodes was a Skrull in Secret Invasion. Like, he should be a Skrull from when he was in Falcon and Winter Soldier onward. I think that works. Not Endgame. Or that just destroys so much. So, continuity. Gotta have continuity. I don't care if you hated She-Hulk. I don't care if you hated anything else you hated. Continuity. Please. You're destroying things if you don't have continuity. Why else make it? It's buffering, Jackson. It's buffering.
Confused with what they set up in Quantumania's post-credit scene if it just stops and nothing ever comes from that. They're going to say, well, what happened?
Oh, crap. This is weird. I do not know My internet turned off. Why did my internet turn off? That's weird. Back on. Can you play now?
If it just stops and nothing ever comes from that, they're going to say, well, what happened to...
Bear with me. I will make this video. I promise.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to...
What was it, 5:58? Yeah.
this credit scene where they set up this villain who had multiple versions of himself. I hope Marvel wraps this up in a way. They don't even have to show Kang the Conqueror again, or they can show previous scenes that they've used of him. And it seems like there's an easy way to do that for something that they were going to set up originally in the Kang Dynasty, and in Secret Wars that would involve Kang. And that is what I mentioned, he was afraid of Doom. So afraid of him that, according to Alex Perez, he...
Fight Knocker! Shut up! I don't want your ads!
kept him out of his timeline, the sacred timeline. And when Doom comes into play in Avengers Doomsday, he is reportedly going to be kind of pissed off at Kang and the TVA. After Marvel Studios' huge announcement that they did the other day, Alex Perez revealed some details about Avengers Doomsday, and one thing he said about Doom's subplot is that, 1, Doom thinks he is the hero, hence new mask, same task. That same task believed to be saving everybody. But then he said, 2, he hates and blames Kang and the TVA. So everything that Kang was doing before with the TVA, creating the TVA and then having the TVA prune timelines and also secluding his own timeline like he said he did in Loki Season 1, Doom hates Kang for that. So maybe Marvel Studios might show us a little bit of closure for Kang if they show us Dr. Doom wiping out the Kangs, or at least mentioning it, that along his journey to the TVA, along his journey to the 616 universe to meet all of the other Avengers and the X-Men, he handled Kang and the variants. I'm hoping that's what happens because according to Alex Perez, the ending of Avengers Doomsday is essentially going to be at the TVA. Like everything's going to go down at the TVA at the end. And from what he said before, Loki is what everybody is kind of seeking. Doom seeks to essentially dethrone Loki. And he says all roads lead to the TVA and there's going to be a full-on variant multiversal war erupting inside of the TVA at the end of the film. So it seems like Marvel Studios did a pretty decent job of kind of connecting our new script for Avengers Doomsday to the old one that was supposed to be Kang Dynasty originally. I do think it's a cool idea that Kang and Doom were afraid of each other, or Kang was afraid of Doom and Doom hated Kang for secluding him out of his timeline. That's a really cool idea. It also could explain why the X-Men were never in our timeline as well. Kang might have secluded them from the sacred timeline because he might have feared what they could do. So that would be a good explanation, and all in all, it does sound like this is all going to make sense, which is really what I was worried about, and I think a lot of people were worried about as well, but now I have a lot of confidence in Marvel Studios and our new writers and directors, the Russo brothers. I think they're going to be able to pull this off in a really excellent way.
Me too.
But would you have preferred the ending of Kang's story and the setup for Doom like they were originally going to do? Personally, I would have preferred that, but we are where we are, and I'll take what we can get. And I have faith and confidence that Doomsday is going to be great. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest MCU news, rumors, or leaks. You can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
Woof woof. Can I get a woof woof, Jackson? Woof! Yes, I am very excited for this movie. Everyone else should be too. Anyone going into this movie with a sour attitude can, Jackson, you're knocking over my camera. Jackson, move away. You pushed my camera. You pushed my camera. Sorry. But, where was I going with this? I was gonna say something very, very important to Marvel, but I forgot what it was. I don't know. Yeah, just don't be a don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Dick is bad. If you don't know, the accent is from Stephen He. And I might get into his content again. Not that I made any reactions on the channel, but you know what I mean. And that is the end of this video. Or at least whatever this is. So, oh, I farted. Was that you? No, I already outed myself. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you in the next one, hopefully. And always make sure to stay to the very end, because this isn't the end. There's usually 20 seconds of something else. Looped over. For 20 seconds. Okay, bye!